रेडी है स्टार्ट करें अब क्यों बोलो मैं स्टार्ट
Rain has played spoil sport in the marquee clash between India and Pakistan. India scored 266 in their innings, but heavy showers in Kandy ensured that the match was called off before Pakistan could face a ball. The match might have been abandoned, but in this chat, we'll take a look at what went right for India and what went wrong for India in their innings, and more particularly, if Ishan Kishan has earned a permanent space in India's playing 11. I'm Vidur Kathuria and I'm joined by my sports editor Digvijay Singh Deo and of course Shibashish Nandi. So Digvijay, what have India learned from this match?
India have learned that when you don't play cohesively as a team, when you chop and change and rest players, then it takes time to gel back. I sort of expected this. I've always been saying that India have gone into this undercooked. But I also think that I would have been happier to see the bowlers go up, because a game against Nepal is not the right sort of way to judge where Bumrah is. He will obviously, if he plays, get wickets against them. No disrespect to Nepal. But we also saw what top quality bowling like Shaheen Shah Afridi and company did against them. So, big positive for India. Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya. The middle order can take on the burden. But again, the lower middle order, I am concerned. Okay, nutshell, those are my points.
Okay, Shibashish, of course everyone was looking forward to see how Jasprit Bumrah performs, but unfortunately we got to see
he performed very well in the bat.
Yeah. But yeah, Ishan Kishan, as we're going to discuss in this chat, how do you think India will see him as opposed to KL Rahul when KL Rahul returns and he's fit?
I personally think that this innings is similar to his 99 of 89 for Mumbai Indians in IPL, some 2-3 IPL seasons back, after which he became a regular.
Okay.
This is actually going to help him cement his place. Yes, I mean, KL Rahul is maybe technically he's a better batter, but currently, if Ishan Kishan is getting you runs, he is a natural wicket keeper. Why would you want to bring in KL Rahul, who hasn't played international games since
IPL?
IPL. I mean, IPL, and even if he is drafted in this squad, he'll get to play, 2-3 matches? And that's not enough to judge anyone.
Okay, no, hang on. I need to get in on that. I need to get in on that.
Okay, I'll just ask you a question. So first,
I shouldn't forget my chain of thought.
No. It's on the same topic. First, I want you to answer if you think that Ishan Kishan would get a place ahead of KL Rahul. Second part, but do you think the Indian team management will see it in the same way?
Okay, I agree with Shibashish Nandi as things stand. I think Ishan Kishan, in my opinion, has nailed down a starting berth in India's World Cup squad.
Okay.
And I'm going to break it down.
Yeah.
Okay. He came into this match knowing that had KL Rahul been available, he was the first choice batter, wicketkeeper. This team loves KL Rahul, be it the Kohli era or the Rohit Sharma era, be it Ravi Shastri, be it Rahul Dravid, because of versatility. But as you rightly pointed out, Ishan Kishan is a natural wicket-keeper. Nothing succeeds like success. This was a match where India were down in the dumps against Pakistan. Not Nepal, not Bangladesh, not Sri Lanka. If you can prove it at the big stage against Pakistan in a high-pressure game, I think you have earned your spot. KL Rahul, all due respect to him, is injured. We still don't know when he's going to be back. Somebody has come and taken his place. He'll have to earn that place back now. I don't see, with the World Cup squad coming up in 3 or 4 days, what has Ishan Kishan now done wrong not to be part of the Indian squad. We were thinking yesterday when we were speaking that is he a natural fit at number 5? He's more suited to top of the order. Should we drop Shubman Gill down to 4? He's answered it. Okay, streaky start. But it happens to everyone. Everyone has streaky starts. Rohit Sharma had a streaky start. He couldn't convert. Ishan Kishan delivered. 82 is what he scored of 81 balls. But when he was at the crease and Pandya was with him, India didn't look like a squad that was 66 for 4. Yeah. At that stage, 66 for 4, we were in the newsroom. We were thinking early finish. We still got an early finish, by the way. We were thinking early finish. And 180, 190 odd, if they can at a stretch get it, Pakistan chase it down. 266 means you are not deflated. 266 means there was a chance Pakistan could have bottled it. It's not a small chase by any means. It's a high pressure game. It's India-Pakistan. 267 is runs on the board, and Rahul Dravid, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma would have backed their bowling unit to defend that, because they also know that Pakistan is top heavy, and unlike Kishan and Pandya, their middle order is suspect.
No, but when, second part of my question, when KL Rahul is back, what do India do?
If KL Rahul comes back, they'll probably test him in one of the other Super 4 games. But I think right now, the time for experimentation is over. We have clearly seen that Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill need this. I don't care. One bad result here and there doesn't make a difference. They are quality players going into a World Cup. They need competition, top quality bowlers bowling at them, and they will find a way to find the answers. Ishan Kishan stays. I think India now have to take the punt. His fitness is not suspect. Rahul's fitness is suspect. Go with him, back him. It's a long World Cup. There are 9 games. If Ishan Kishan doesn't do well in the first 3 or 4 games, then perhaps go to KL Rahul. I think he's grabbed his chance.
Just one thing to add. After the West Indies ODI series, Rahul Dravid had said that let's look at the bigger picture. I think it's time for India to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him, but they need to,
Yeah. There's no more experimentation now. Okay, your experimentation was number 4. Shreyas Iyer comes in. Give him time. You need Shreyas Iyer to bat at number 4 at this World Cup, if that's the way ahead. Then give him the entire Asia Cup. Give him the entire Australia series to feel his way back, hit the ground running. Let me reiterate, you don't win the World Cup on the 2nd of September. You have to win the World Cup on the 19th of November, right? That's the day of the final. In Ahmedabad. And it's a long World Cup. You play 9 teams. You play 9 matches before you play the semi-finals. There are warm-up games as well. I think go with your best 11 right now. The time for experimentation is over. If Rahul isn't fit, bad luck. His problem, not the Indian team's problem. Can't play favourites at this stage, because I was hearing some of the other commentators and all. At the beginning, India looked down and out. People were venting on social media. This is the person who ensured that at least you can hold your heads high. That it's not a loss against Pakistan. You never know. I mean, listen, even if the match was rained off and Pakistan were 40 for 1 chasing 180, that psychological sort of advantage would have been with them. Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya ensured that it's an honourable draw. Because you don't know. 266 is not a score where you think, oh, they're going to chase it down easily.
No, Ishan Kishan has done nothing wrong. And of course, if KL Rahul is given an opportunity, Ishan Kishan has every right to ask the Indian team management, why me? You know, because his performance is full marks for his performance today.
It's Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's Pakistan. And he also is a player who has scored a one-day double 100 very recently, along with Shubman Gill. This is the future of Indian cricket we are talking about. Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma not going to be there all the time. So the transition, go back to 2011. Virat Kohli played the final, right? Number 4. He wasn't the greatest batsman in the world back then, but he was the future. We have to look ahead 2 years from now. There's a T20 World Cup coming up next year. The new ICC cycle, things are going to change. You need young players, and if a young player has grabbed the occasion, risen to the occasion, it's time to put him into the firing line. Let him play against Sri Lanka, let him play against Bangladesh, and then wherever India are, if they're in the final, whatever. I think Rahul had his chance. He's not fit. Ishan Kishan is number 5 as things stand.
Okay, very, very clear there from Digvijay.
But hang on, 5, 6, 7, very strong technically on paper. Kishan, Pandya, Jadeja. That's a very strong middle order.
Yeah, without a doubt. Okay, now another big question, as I mentioned earlier, was Jasprit Bumrah. I think now Jasprit Bumrah next match is against Nepal, not the strongest opposition. And then Jasprit Bumrah, the first proper match of his after his comeback will be again at the Super 4 stage. Again, bowling 10 overs against Nepal and bowling 10 overs
No, but it's
against
important he
Pakistan.
bowls the 10 overs against Nepal. And I think they should, irrespective of where the situation is match-wise,
the intensity will be different.
They have to bowl him those 10 overs. He has to physically go through that 10-over workload. Even if that means that a Siraj will bowl 4 or a Kuldeep will bowl 4. If India have to win this World Cup coming up at home, Bumrah needs to be on the money. And that won't happen by bowling 4 overs against Nepal. Bowl 10 overs.
Okay, let's
Questions?
take few comments we have.
We're live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes.
And we've had a long day, but we're still here. And clearly, the excitement isn't what would have happened for the nail-biting match like what we saw in the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
But we're going to answer all your questions. Fire them in.
Okay, Dinesh Nahu says, in fact, he's got a strange comment. He said, Pakistan bowlers are really very, very average. Ooh, interesting.
Very
That's
average bowling in a way. But the first 15 overs, they were not very average.
Yeah.
And then the last 10, they were not average. I think you need to understand that one-day cricket, 50 overs is very different from T20. So there will be passages of play where the batters dominate. I think we alluded to this in the previous slide. When India was struggling, Shadab Khan came on. Not very good captaincy from Babar Azam at that point of time. But 2 full tosses, Ishan Kishan hit him straight down the ground. And the sun came out. Batting conditions were much better. But they bowled India out inside 50 overs. They bowled Nepal out. They've bowled both the opposition out in the 2 games they've played. I don't think they're average. I think in these conditions they're lethal. If Shaheen Shah Afridi...
Exactly. I would just making a point. They have a world beater in Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Yeah.
If he's on form, he will trouble any opposition.
And he's
in the
troubling
world.
India a lot.
Yeah.
In the last match in that T20 World Cup in UAE, you know.
Yeah.
So and to be fair to him, had he been fit, I'm not sure England would have sort of taken it at the end in that T20 World Cup final. Remember, he could bowl.
Yeah.
They were also Ben Stokes and Moeen Ali were there, right? It was getting interesting.
We have another comment. Prasanjit Guha was obviously not very happy that we didn't get a full match. This is terrible. We hardly get to see matches against Pakistan, and now the one we had has been washed out. He has blamed the organisers, and he's gone on to say a couple of strong things about them. Well, I understand the fans' frustration, to be honest with you.
But hang on.
Let's
look at this way.
Yeah.
India didn't want to go and play in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Okay. Some teams didn't want to go and play in the UAE because it's hot. Then the option was Sri Lanka, and we knew that it's going to rain.
Yeah.
We knew it's going to rain. What was the other option? Play the tournament in India? Pakistan wouldn't have come.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh have, I mean, it's not easy to host these tournaments. I think the fact that Sri Lanka stepped in is a huge thing.
There are logistical problems, obviously.
Logistical problems as well. So perhaps this could have been avoided if India had gone to Pakistan, but we know the way things are, the political tensions, the Indian objection to cross-border terrorism and terrorists coming across the border. I mean, it's a catch-22 situation that you don't play. But they've decided to play, and unfortunate what's happened. I agree with you. The last time India played Pakistan was 2019 World Cup. You're right. It's been 4.5 years, more than 4 years. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Because it's a contest. Even when India was 66 for 4, and we were in this newsroom of ours, each time somebody hit a 4 or a 6, it would explode.
Excitement in the air.
It would explode. I remember Kohli winning it last time, and we were working, and we had to go breaking news, and we were struggling because it felt like a cricket stadium, and everyone's enjoying it. So I agree with your frustration, but when you say bad organization, is that the ACC's fault? The Pakistan Cricket Board are actually the host. They were actually selling tickets. So blame it on the PCB.
Okay, another interesting comment. Om says it's an indirect win for Pakistan. Ooh. Well,
but the way I look at it, I mean, I just said that a short while back. Who would go back happy at the end of this match?
I mean, India obviously have food for thought. This is the first match. This is the first proper match. They have Ishan Kishan, of course, a positive. Negative is that the top order didn't fire. Another negative is that they didn't get to bowl. But if they were in terms of the result, if they were offered that the points would be shared at the mid-innings break, they'll take it. India will take this result.
Yeah, but that's the answer.
India will take
this result. Pakistan will be disappointed with this. They would have thought they'd chase it down because you went the strong Indian batting lineup, you had them restricted to 266. Going to the Super 4 stage or perhaps the final, you're not going to get this Indian team out for 266 all the time. Indian team scores 300, they're going to win the game. I mean, or a fancy to win the game.
Yeah.
So it's disappointing for Pakistan. I think they would have thought that they could chase this down.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely in the form.
So when you said that India would take it,
yeah.
So I mean, I think that's the answer in itself.
I think no team, especially wants an India or Pakistan defeat on their name in the first match of the tournament. So definitely India would take. Okay, so
Lots
now
of comments coming. No,
yes.
let's keep comments going.
Okay, who impressed more in India versus Pakistan contest? Brijesh says that Rohit Sharma was impressive. I'm not too sure with that, but he did look good. For a couple of...
For the brief while he was at the crease for the first 4 overs when he went off for the rain break and he was having his tea.
Yeah.
When he came back, he was all at sea.
Yeah.
But I think Rohit, 2 things he got wrong. He got the toss wrong. I just can't shake off that feeling. They got the toss wrong. They should have bowled first.
Well, I mean, looking back, I mean, obviously we didn't get to see an entire inning, so it's difficult to say. I mean, but I think that he made that decision that he would go out and they would put like a big score and, you know, be aggressive. I think that was the game plan. Well, of course, we never know. Now we will never know what the right decision would have been because we didn't get a full match. Okay.
It's a test. I mean, it's a test of those conditions. We thought if India can stay out the first 10 overs and get to, say, 50 for no loss, maybe 50 for 1, 66 for 4, it didn't come good. Listen, when you break down this Indian innings, India was 66 for 4. That famed top order, which Rohit Sharma thought is going to give India a good start, it didn't work out. So, how is that a good decision? Why, like what happened the other day with Nepal, Iftikhar is not always going to score 100.
Yeah.
And Babar is not going to score 151 every game. If you had given me a situation where India win the toss and they were, say, 150 for 2 after 28, 30 overs, that would be backing up that decision to bat first. 66 for 4 is a complete swing towards Pakistan. The momentum was with Pakistan. 66 for 4 to 266 all out is due to that lower middle order actually.
Yeah.
It's not down to the top order. I don't think it was the right call.
Shibishi, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to talk about Jasprit Bumrah and what the Indian team lineup was. Now, if you look at it, yeah, I mean, we all agree that he needs to bowl those 10 overs. But if you actually look at the Indian team lineup, you have Siraj, you have Bumrah, you have Thakur, you have Ravindra Jadeja and Hardik Pandya. So there are 5 bowlers.
No, the way I look at it, Shivashish, I understand where you're coming.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at, I don't think you will find a Kuldeep Yadav bowling all 10 overs. Because he's a Chinaman bowler, he's going to go for runs, he'll get wickets. So you're looking at Siraj to bowl his quota of 10. Okay? You're expecting between, say, Pandya can bowl 10, but Pandya, Thakur and Siraj, if they can, Pandya, Thakur and Kuldeep, if they get 20 overs between them, and that's a plus. And then you have Jadeja bowling his 10, you have Bumrah bowling 10, and you have Siraj bowling 10. And it depends match to match, and sometimes you're on a roll. You're on a roll, you keep bowling, restricting the opposition, getting wickets, and the captain keeps you going. Like I'm telling you, I thought he missed a trick, Babar Azam missed a trick by getting in Shadab Khan that early. India reeling, go with, I mean, why wait? And you know, this is what Waqar Yunus once told me. He said, 2011 World Cup semi-final, I was at the game, watching as a fan. He said, India 190 something for 6. Afridi, I think, was captain. He had held back Saeed Ajmal. He said, I kept sending a message. Raina is in right now. He's shaky. Bowl Ajmal out. You'll get a wicket. India finish at 225. He said he held him back 4-5 overs. By the time he came in, Raina was set. Raina got about 40 odd. India got to 265, 270. India won the match. Go for the kill.
Yeah. Okay, couple of interesting comments, actually, from all over the world, in fact.
Thank you.
Timothy is watching from Liberia. Good evening, guys, from my side.
Hi, Timothy.
Liberia in West Africa. Johnson.
Of course we know where you are. George Weah.
I am
Grew up big
watching.
fan.
I am watching you're live. Thank you so much, Timothy. And please keep at it. And Umeki Shannon says hello from America.
Oh,
Hello.
So, yeah.
good morning there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Good
India,
afternoon.
Pakistan.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I hope, was it an early start for you? I hope so.
Umeki
Yeah,
got
but
up
the
specially
cricket's
to
coming
watch
to
us.
cricket's coming to America.
Yes,
You just
yes.
had the T20 first T20 league. You had a T10 Masters League right now, and there's talk that Los Angeles could be hosting cricket
That's
when
exactly
the Olympics
what-
come around in 2028.
That's exactly what Umeki is saying. Come play in America, it would be awesome.
There, in fact, let me tell you that the next World T20
Yes,
is scheduled to be held,
yes.
part of it, in the United
US.
States,
Yeah.
along with the West Indies, right? So obviously, Fort Lauderdale, the Grand Prairie, which hosted the T20 games right now as well.
I
Lovely. We're hoping that very soon we see a US team in action. They were there, in fact. They were
Yeah.
playing the World Cup
Yes,
qualifiers.
They did play
yes,
the World Cup.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's...
And that don't they have a player who struck those big sixes?
Six sixes. I think it was just...
Just Karan Singh.
Yeah, might get that.
Yes.
Might
But
get that
yeah,
wrong.
6 sixes, yeah.
Yeah.
In Oman.
Yes. Not too sure. We'll have to check that, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so who impressed the fans the most in the India versus Pakistan Asia Cup clash? We did a poll. Ishan Kishan, 56.6%. Hardik Pandya...
The public has spoken. Ishan Kishan in the Indian team.
Hardik Pandya, 12.5%. Another star. Shaheen Afridi, 30.1%.
Yeah, well,
So that, and Naseem Shah, 0.7%. Well, you know, Hardik, Ishan and Shaheen Shah.
I love
were
the kid.
Stand
I think he's got heart.
Yeah.
And I really, again, I'm very impressed with Haris Rauf as well. Goes for runs, but gets the big wickets. But there was, you know, the thing with Afridi was, it took me back to when I was growing up. The moment you gave the ball to Wasim Akram, if you're a fan and you may be
Yeah.
an ardent India fan, you sit up thinking, oh God, no, not him, not him. That's the feeling I got watching Afridi for running into ball. Maybe left arm, whatever, but he is world class. He
he
doesn't know
has
world
that-
class, he is world class.
he has that fear factor.
He has the fear factor.
Yeah, exactly. But
Which
wherever,
Shoaib Akhtar also had, for the raw pace.
yeah,
Mohammad Sami never had that.
Yeah.
Ataur Rahman, Akif Javed, despite the hat-trick, never had that. There are few bowlers who are standing on the top of the mark, you're intimidated. He's there. And I think the way Rohit got out, he was playing the reputation more than the ball. And he made him think, right?
Yeah.
He made him think that it's going away. So by the time Rohit got his bat on, the ball pitched almost there. Instead of going out, it came in. It was late.
You can actually call that delivery a peach of a delivery.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it swung back.
Yeah.
Okay, now the other poll that we did. Should Ishan Kishan play ahead of KL Rahul? What do you think the
Of
poll
course,
would
you know
be?
my answer. I think...
No, what do you
Well,
think
after
the
this
poll
match,
would be?
yes.
After this match, this will be overwhelming, yes.
Yeah.
You are right.
Did he right? Okay, yes, thank you.
83.2% say yes, he should start ahead of KL Rahul. No, 13.3%, and maybe 3.5%. So an emphatic.
Let's
yes.
go back in history and look at players who've emerged after starring in India-Pakistan games. Javed Miandar, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you go back to Javagal Srinath. Remember Javagal Srinath bowling Miandar 92 World Cup?
Well, we weren't alive at the time, but yes.
Well, I mean,
Okay, hang on. Shahid Afridi getting big runs against India. You look at Ajay Jadeja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That assault on Waqar Yunis made Ajay Jadeja.
Yes.
Till then he was around, but he wasn't the Jadeja what he became a finisher. So I mean, you can Shoaib Akhtar
I'm
against
going to add a very offbeat name.
Okay.
Lakshmipati Balaji.
Lakshmipati
Yes.
Balaji, of course. The game in Rawalpindi.
Yeah.
I was there for that game.
Oh.
I was there for that game. Sachin got 100 and we still lost, but he took India close.
Okay, we have another comment from the Philippine Islands. My
Wow.
God, we really are going
You're up late.
international.
Thank you.
Edlex Valencia is watching from the Philippines. Thank you,
Thank you,
Edlex. And please do, we'll be covering the Asia Cup and doing a comprehensive preview to the World Cup, so do stay tuned.
In fact, tell
World
us if
Cup
you
match.
want us to do more of these, impromptu these lives, because we just feel that we'll be able to sort of connect much more directly with you on this. Our day job is television, but it is quite late at night.
Yeah, we love to talk about sports, so yeah, anytime.
In fact, we do a daily video
WION,
podcast. What do you call it? Not a podcast. It's a video. It's a live on
WION
YouTube and
World
Facebook
Sport
at
Extra.
World of Sport Extra in the daytime. Around 3 p.m. IST, we'll back time it and figure it out for you in the Philippines. We talk sport every day, Monday to Friday. And any comment from him? Or he just said he's watching from there?
He just said he's watching from there. And we have one, we can take one final comment, I think, yeah.
We can take as many as they come.
Yes.
You feeling sleepy?
No, not at all. This is my time to be awake. Neeraj asks, if Pakistan played, then who would have been their best players? I think he's trying to ask if they batted, who would have,
Yeah, obviously Babar Azam, because when I was looking at the numbers, Babar Azam's numbers against India are not very good for a batter of that quality. He needs one big innings against India. Because there's so much of talent there. In fact, if you're thinking that the Smith, Kohli and Williamson era slowly coming to an end, the next generation, and Babar is ready to take over. I mean, Joe Root is still not giving up.
Yeah.
That was the original four of this generation. But with Kane, the injury, you don't know where it's going to be. Virat still has found a second win, but slowly that he's got maybe a couple of more years. But Babar Azam has plenty of years ahead of him. In fact, Harry Brook, Babar Azam, these are the players you really want, who you think are going to go out there and dominate the world game. Babar already is. In fact, 19 centuries already. If he gets one more, it's that Saeed Anwar's record. And listen, Saeed Anwar was a magnificent servant of Pakistan cricket. What a long career he had. What a class player.
Yeah.
I mean,
brilliant player.
The one player,
fact,
I really respected. He didn't bludgeon the ball. He was a bit like, very much and perhaps better than Ganguly. Silken grace.
Yes.
Yeah, but that Pakistan team in the 90s was something special. Including Inzamam, as you told. Oh, what a player. And he used to always score against India.
Anything else? Do you have more comments?
So I think that is it. Quite a few comments we got. I think going forward against
Nepal.
Yeah.
Just one day's break. Nepal game. Would you get in the Sanju Samsons of the world, the other players, and say, let's experiment, or just go for the jugular? You have to be perfect. You need the likes of Rohit, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer to score runs. Win the toss, bat. No, that day, irrespective, raining, not raining, win the toss, bat.
Absolutely. They need those runs behind them. Otherwise, again, there are hardly any more competitive matches there. I mean, warm-up matches, they are just matches. I mean,
Okay, so say Nepal is out of the way. That means it's India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
The Super Four. I mean, unless Afghanistan do something in that other group.
Yeah. I think India have just one match left before the Super 4 stage, and they are going to most probably beat Nepal and head into that Super 4. I just think India need a full match with their best 11.
Yeah. So I don't win the toss and bowl. Win the toss, bat, get 400 on board, give the ball to Bumrah. 20 overs, finish it off, don't care. He bowls 10 overs.
Yes.
Anybody has a problem with that? Fair enough. India need Bumrah at the World Cup.
All of us agree with that.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. I think we'll continue our Asia Cup coverage and keep doing these lives. So please do join us, and hopefully we get a full 50-over contest in the coming Super 4 stages and heading into the World Cup. Thanks for tuning in.
Closing.